So I don't remember if we have done something from this album, which is called, I think, Alone Together from 1970. But I recognize the album cover. It's like one of those covers you look at, you just don't forget it. It's very iconic looking. So let's go. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. My first day as a 32-year-old, and man, I don't know how to handle it. No, I'm just kidding. It's another day in paradise, right? So thank you everybody who wished me happy birthday. Wasn't the best birthday. I've got some news about my mom. It wasn't great. So other than that, it was fine. So let's go. This is courtesy of our patron Patrick B. We're going to be listening to Dave Mason, like I said, from the album Alone Together. The track is called Sad and Deep as You, and what an album cover. That is awesome. All right, here we go. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out our Patreon and PayPal. That's the way to support the channel. It's completely fan and community funded. It keeps the lights on and keeps the videos coming. I appreciate your support. Here we go. Dave Mason, Sad and Deep as You. 3, 2, 1, go. This man is so talented, bro. What was the group he was in? It was in a called Dave Mason or something.
Lips that are as warm could be, lips that speak too soon, lips that tell a story as sad and deep as you.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Sounds like Leon Russell. On the piano.
Smile that's warm as summer sun, smile that gets you through, smile that tells a story as sad and deep as you.
It reminds me of Forever Autumn a little bit. That guitar is ethereal, bro. Wow.
The eyes that are the windows,
Feels like a dream.
eyes that are the view, eyes that tell a story as sad and deep as you.
You can just feel like the regret dripping off of every note, man. That's my favorite part, man. That guitar is
Tears
magical.
that are unspoken words, the tears that are the truth, tears that tell a story as sad and deep as you.
That was haunting, bro. And it's crazy that's from 1970. Like, I always, time isn't linear, I guess. Same thing with, like, you know, art and culture. You know, it's not like, you know, 1 + 1 = 2. Sometimes it's 3 × 3 = 9. You know, it's not just simple, cut and dry. This leads to that. This leads to that. But that it reminded me of certain things like the Forever Autumn. I think that's Justin Hayward, right? And it was from the War of the Worlds album, but it was from a different album. There's too much music to remember, guys. It's like I'm like 3,000 videos in. It's a lot to remember. My apologies, but yeah, it's kind of the vibe I got from it. It's definitely like in a theme sort of approach as well. It's definitely got a fall vibe to it, or like an autumn breeze, sort of slowly going through the trees. It's very soothing, but it's very reflective. It's sort of like, damn, I could have done better. Sort of that's what the feeling is. But the song, it's called As Sad and Deep as You. So a story as sad as deep as you. That's what the lyric was, I think. So I wonder what story he's talking about and who's the person who's sad and deep. It's very interesting. It's all within like a 3-minute runtime, but it felt like they got a lot done in those 3 minutes, and it just leaves you questioning and like wanting more. And I'm someone who like completely reads way too much into music and stuff like that, so that's my job. That's why I'm here. But there was definitely what's the feeling it gives you, because like with that kind of like lower guitar, the piano is kind of the most uppity part of the song, was the piano, but it was a nice contrast going back and forth with the very soothing vocals, you could say, I guess, and like the soothing guitar, and then you've got this sort of like on the higher end piano that kind of balances everything off very well. And like I said, it sounded like Leon Russell, like the playing style. I don't know if it was or not, obviously. I'm trying to remember what was Dave Mason in. Was it called like the Dave Mason Group or something? Am I thinking of something else? There's so many like just name groups, like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but like I don't know, like that. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. I can't even think of it now. It's terrible. Not Keep Running. What was the Dave Mason song I love so much? See, like I said, it just slips my mind. And I had a long night last night, I'm not going to lie. So it was a long day in general. Like my mom, she tore something in her shoulder, and she had already hurt her other shoulder. And as you guys know, she lives on a horse farm, and she's got a bunch of horses. And if you know anything about horses, every day, every goddamn day, every morning, every night, you are in that barn cleaning up poop, feeding them, taking them out. Your boy did it for many years for free as well, because I was her only son, so it's free labor, But you learn a lot around horses, though, man. Horses are the best. They're the best way to like learn about animals. Like they're not what we think they are. They're just like us. They're not. Obviously not as advanced as us in certain ways, and they don't have a way to speak to us and stuff, and it's hard, but they're so special. They're all very unique. They all have their own personalities, their own likes and dislikes, fears, and all that stuff, man. And they're good animals. So my mom needs help and stuff trying to take care of them now, so we're trying to figure something out. Maybe it's time for your boy to go back to the farm for a little bit and work on the farm like he was when he was like 11. So we'll figure it out. But other than that, I had a good birthday. Like I said in the beginning, thank you to everybody who wished me happy birthday. It truly means the world to me. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be better than last year. I can feel it. I feel like last year was sort of like one of those years where it's like, what's the word? Not a test, because I've had a test for like a decade now. It was more of like use what you've learned so far sort of year, and then I feel like I didn't do that as well as I could have. So I'm going to make it better this year, and I'm going to do better. So we're going to make it work, right? So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day. Thank you again to our patron, Patrick B, for picking a great song. It was kind of what I needed to hear. It was a very reflective song, and it's a good way to look at it as, your first day of the new year, as a new age. Look back on the previous year, see what you did good, see what you did bad. Try and do better. And if you don't, you don't. What are you going to do? Die? Oh no, the horror. Bye-bye.